Free traffic methods, thoughtful blog commenting. This video is going to be similar to the last video where we talked about getting links from relevant sites, but this one is going to deal specifically with blogs and specifically with commenting. What we want to do is go out there. There are tons and tons and tons of blogs out there. Those of you that aren't familiar, a blog is essentially an online diary, and it is something that internet marketers do, of course, to be blogging about the world, about the internet marketing and the whole scene and things that have worked. But it's also a place that people go to talk about their pets, talk about their friends and sports and everything under the sun. So what I want to do is I want to show you the power of commenting on blogs. Okay, so let's go ahead and start by taking a look at one of the larger blog sites, Blogger, which is ran by Google, and I just typed in search Blogger, and this URL came up, blogsearch.google.com. And we come here and we just type in whatever it is that we're looking for. You can see here that there's a lot of recent blog posts that have been made, and we'll just go ahead and do a search. Let's say that we want to find blogs that are talking about article marketing. I'm going to hit search blogs. Okay, so here we go. Related blogs about article marketing. Okay, we got tons and tons and tons. What we want to do is go through here and take a look for ones that are going to be related to what we're doing. And we want to ideally find a place where we can be leaving comments. These comments are going to be serve two purposes. One is going to be to get a backlink to our website, which is going to help us in the long run to rank our website in the search engines. The other is going to be just to expose our product to people that come to this blog. Now, I don't expect to get a lot of sales from that. This is more so about getting links to your site. So what we want to do is we want to take a look and see if this place allows comments, because some places don't. I can see here that they do, so that's great. I'll go ahead and click on it, and you can see, yep, here's the comments, and you can even list your website, which is, of course, that's what we want to do. I don't know if you can see this here. Take a look there. Look at the bottom of the screen here. While I hover over this, you can see that it pops up. It's actually the person's website, so that's great. We want to write the comment. We want to have the name be whatever the keyword is you're trying to rank for. So let's say, for example, that you're trying to rank for list building tips. I would then leave an email. You want to make sure that you leave a legitimate one, because especially with a name like this, the chances of your post sticking are really going to depend on your comment being legitimate. I'm going to leave an email. I'm going to make one up right now. This isn't a real website, so please don't email me there. And I'm going to make up a website here. Okay, now when it's time to leave the comment, I'm going to want to make sure that it's relevant to whatever the person posted. You can take some time and read it. Ideally, you want to be finding out what the post's about, and ideally have it be relevant. Posts that are about article marketing, if you're trying to sell article marketing, list building, squeeze pages, whatever. But the point is to find relevant things. And then when you leave a comment, you want to make sure that it's going to be helpful. It doesn't hurt to stroke the ego a bit of the person that wrote the blog. Let's take a look, for example, here. Article marketing tips. There's been a lot of posts about that. Let's go ahead and check that out here. Here we go. All kinds of different tips. Should you write article titles for readers or Google? That's a great question. And if you know a little bit about article marketing, you should be able to answer that. And one of the great things about this is if you don't know how to answer it, you can take some time and research it and really find out. It's a great way to learn more about what you're selling. Okay, and here are the comments. So what I would do then is I would go ahead and leave a comment. The name, you want to be keyword rich, ideally, because let me show you something here. When I hover over this website builder, you'll see that if you look right here, that's a live link to their website. That's really cool. And you can see that this person here used their name, but this person was smarter. They used the keywords that they're trying to rank for. So for name, if I'm trying to rank for article marketing tips, I'm going to write it like that. For email, I want to encourage you to list a legitimate email. You can create one just for this purpose, so it's not tied into your personal stuff. But I would make sure that it's a real one, just because we don't want to hide behind anything. These are actually legitimate comments that we wanted to give that are going to help people learn more about, your service. So I'm just going to make this up here. Profits for me and you. This isn't real. This is just for this video here. Website. We'll say profits for me and you. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take some time and leave an actual thoughtful comment that ties into this stuff here. And then when I hit submit, ideally it'll be automatically posted onto this site. Sometimes it'll say going into moderation, meaning that the author needs to approve it first, which is why it's really important to make sure that it's helpful stuff. It doesn't hurt to stroke the ego of the person that wrote the article. It is also wise to be giving something of value, because obviously you're trying to sell your own stuff here. You don't want to come across as completely doing that. You want to make sure that you are contributing to the discussion. Take some time and look at some of these, and look at the comments that are sticking, and that should give you a better idea of the type of thing that you can be posting. So just some tips to keep in mind when you're doing this. You want to make sure that you're being engaging. You want to be real, not appear as some type of spam robot, because believe me, people are terribly sick of seeing that, and if your comment looks like it was mass produced, they're going to delete it. So you want to make sure that you're giving some type of notion that you are a real person, commenting on the article, things like that certainly helps. You also want to make sure that you can be keyword rich if possible when it comes to writing your name. A lot of times that is the anchor text that's going to be used for search engine optimization purposes. You want to keep in mind that this isn't so much about making sales to people on the blog, though it certainly could happen. This is more about getting the link, which is going to help in terms of search engine optimization. You can also combine this with the other video, the last one, that talked about getting links from the site, because you can also be approaching these people that run the site and asking if they would be willing to allow you to write a post for them, because they're working all the time to make content, and if you're willing to write something for them, they might not turn that away, especially if they can see that you're a credible person. So you never know what people will be okay with, because marketing is all about it's helping each other out, as long as you're not in direct competition with each other, and you'd be surprised how often that works out. So just keep that in mind, keep it real, and by all means go out there and do this. It does take time, but believe me, it really is worth it, as long as you're picking good blogs to be working with.